All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the new DOKKANFEST LR BROLY. Okay, Key is definitely looking like a bit of a concern right away. What the hell is this? Huh? Okay. I mean, that's not a good look. I mean, Broly does get an extra 2 key per key. Let me just click this. Like, what is this looking like? That gets him up to 24 key easily. Okay. So it's just maybe a little bit deceiving right there. Now, immediately the first thing we need to talk about with this Broly is the fact that he is a domain character. That's what, like, pretty much, again, the first thing we have to discuss here. Now, I do think Dokkan is intentionally, I mean, people are going to be like, oh, I hate that the domains clash and the standbys clash, and I'm right there with you. But now, I think it's intentional. Like, they want all these domains and all these standbys on characters for the potential for them to clash, to create a natural pecking order of characters so they can begin power creeping characters without necessarily needing, to, supercharge the bosses, right? Because it's like, all of a sudden, the family Kamehameha is like the best standby. You're always going to want to do that over, Super Saiyan 4 Goku Zoob, over, Gamma 2 Sacrifice, over the Super Spirit Bomb of Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, right? Like, all of those. And I think domains will be a similar thing. What's most important about Broly's domain right here is the fact that we can do it turn 1. That is huge. All we need for this is either A, to be fighting a Goku family enemy, or B, to have all allies be the uncontrollable power category. If you guys take a look at it, this is a good team. We won't really struggle with this. Hirudegarn could not dodge. That would be an issue. I guess to be fair, like this, we don't have as much big bad bosses for Cell Max, so he potentially wouldn't be as impressive. I mean, that's something we could also consider, but I mean, we, for the most part, really should be really good just looking like this. Let's go ahead and toss Broly's active skill right away. Again, doing this is going to create his domain, which only lasts for 3 turns. So they did at least set it up in such a way where we do this Broly's domain, and then it won't interfere with AGL Broly's domain, which is huge. So they will, in fact, work well together, which is big. All right, so we have Broly's domain out now. Okay, it definitely does look very cool. We've got, like, the lava going and stuff like that. All right, so let's just get Broly here in slot 1. So when the domain goes out, randomly change key spheres of a certain type to STR key spheres. A lot of people said, like, why does he do that? My answer is I'm not super sure. I guess because it's lava, so he like, there's lava right there, so he creates STR key spheres, I guess. I mean, all Broly really needs is type key spheres, and we're gonna be good. So, here, let's just go ahead and hit this right quick. So again, while this is up, Broly is going to be creating, the STR key spheres, that are not going to be turned from other STR or INT key spheres. And Broly will be guarding while the domain is up as well. And then the other thing that happens here is Broly becomes... He did do a lot of damage, actually, to that Goku Black and Zamasu, huh? What's our defense? 359k? Remember, he has 60% damage reduction, and he's guarding while the domain is up. So, alright, let's go ahead and take a look right here. Alright, so we'll eat a super attack. Of course, this will be easily double digits. No issues there. Alright, what type of damage is Broly giving us? Now, one thing about Broly to consider, 16 million. Definitely not the craziest. One thing to consider with Broly is he does not have additionals built in. I do not remember the last time I saw a character that did not have additionals built in. It's just one just does not quickly come to mind or anything like that. Not that I'm aware of. All right, so let's just go ahead and do this. Here, let's just actually go ahead and skip to our next rotation since both Brolys are in the same rotation. All right, so we ended up with both Brolys in the same rotation right here, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, all right, this will be our last rotation right here with the actual domain up. All right, I mean, certainly we're not going to link the best with Cell Max. Like, our opening rotations were not good. Like, we have 500 Brolys who are all on the other rotation, right? Definitely, but, okay. I don't know. I mean, Broly, the thing about this Broly is I don't think he's going to be as, like, in your face, like, oh, look how impressive as he is, as, like, the Gohan and stuff like that. I do like a lot of his tools, but, I mean, him potentially struggling for ki unless he's got a lot of type ki spheres, that's certainly an issue. He does orb change once he revives. Now, the good thing about this Broly is he's going to have a revive that we could do just at any time, right? Like, his revive, once we get to turn 5, if anyone on the rotation dies, we'll just be able to revive. So, like, that probably is the best revive in the game right now. Because it's like, I don't know, like, Fat Boo himself needs to die. AGLUI Goku has an HP restriction, which is not consistent. Evolution Blue Vegeta needs to get hit 5 times, which can be very difficult depending upon the fight. But reaching turn 5 can be very big. I think that that's going to be a really, really good one. Okay, so the domain should be leaving. Is it right now, or is it going to be... Yeah, so it's right now. So now the domain is gone. This is only AGL Broly's second turn, right? So Broly still has another turn to go before he can even transform AGL Broly. So, all right, let's go to the next turn. Next turn will be turn 5, and then we will actually have access to INT Broly being able to use his revive. All right, guys, so we're here on another turn for Broly. Let's just go ahead and transform Tech Broly here. Get him transformed. Okay, so I guess the thing is, any type orbs are going to be good for us to be able to get INT Broly up. Like, so this is... One orb gives him this. This is potentially something I'm not liking here. Is this key with Broly? I don't like the look of this. I mean, he gets, like, key rapidly, but, I mean, if we're running full uncontrollable power, I mean, we're not exactly at, like, running a team that has, like, orbs everywhere. Now, the good thing is that, like, after Tech Broly has a turn, he builds up by doing his attacks and his active skill. Like, Ki won't be an issue for him. Cell Max, once he builds up, Ki's not an issue for him. Same with AGL Broly and EZA Tech Broly and Hirudegarn. But, we don't have a Gogeta to create orbs for us here. All right, now, the other thing, too, is I think we probably have been getting unlucky throughout this run so far. So, remember, Broly is a little bit peculiar. This is a new thing we haven't really seen before. Broly on his 18 key gets 100% attack and defense, and then he has a 50% chance to get another 100% attack. I don't think we've procced that either turn. I don't think so. And then he also has a 70% chance to stun. And then on his 12 key super, he also gets 100% attack and defense. Then he has a 50% chance of, I think it should be 30% defense. And then he does, he has a high chance to stun. Okay. I'm not sure how much I like this Broly right now. I don't know. I mean, just at a look, he seems like he's probably the worst LR of the 4. Is the revive is up. I mean, that's good. 17 million right there. Okay, so are we just failing the coin flip every single time with Broly? Like, we're just not getting the extra 50% proc, I think, every single time. Remember that when Broly does an attack while his domain is up, he does become super effective against all types. If Broly or an ally revives, he does get an extra 60% defense when receiving an attack, which is going to be huge. So defensively, he's going to be a monster. And then he changes physical key spheres to INT key spheres. And then uncontrollable power category allies get 60% attack and defense. So it's just like a support buff Broly gains for his turn, starting from the turn in which his own revive is triggered. Like, he's a great unit to bring, but I don't know, he doesn't feel, he's not feeling good on this initial usage here. I'm not super sure. I'm gonna want, like, Gohan actually, like, it's so funny. Gohan actually blew me away. Just seeing, like a couple of the numbers he's doing. You know, he's gonna be invincible in a standby. The, you know, huge, dominant damage he's gonna be able to get, you know, once he transforms and stuff like that. That's all good. But Broly, I'm not too sure about this Broly. But at the same time, okay, wait, so this Broly doesn't have his revive up. So it's a start of turn. Yeah, it's a start of turn, not start of battle. Alright, so it's 5th turn from character's entry turn. It's the same as AGL LR Broly. So it's INT Broly. His revive goes up on his 3rd rotation, is the way it's gonna work. So if you start out in slot 7, his revive won't go up until turn 7. Him having the revive is pretty big. I'm going to transform with AGL Broly's domain real quick. Let's just get this up. And then, I don't know. I guess let's just do some attacks here and see what we're looking like. I'm going to need to go through, like, the full world tour with INT Broly. And, you know, kind of see how things are going to go with him. He's at 412 right there. Remember, he's got 60% damage reduction. Once his domain is not up, he probably also isn't necessarily a character we're going to want in slot 1, I'm thinking. Like, I think slot 1 is probably not where we're going to want this guy, right? Like, when he's guarding, if his domain is up, sure. But if we're going to use his domain, then it's like we can't have AGL Broly on the team. 19 million right there? Okay. I don't know. I think we didn't get his extra 100% proc every single attack we've done. I think. I kind of want to do one more turn. I think Broly's going to kill Goku Black right here, AGL Broly. I kind of want to do one more turn. So have we really not gotten that 100% proc even once? It feels to me like this Broly could be using... He could use more, to me. I don't know. It's a weird kit. I mean, he's got a domain, he's got an active skill, he's got a revive. He can stun. Let's come back. We'll see. Alright, guys. Let's get another rotation in right here. Would we be able to get 24 key? No. We're a little shy. Yeah, and again, there's no, like, orb changers. I mean, he himself is going to be creating type orbs once we would actually get the revive, but, again, he's creating type orbs once he revives. I mean, that does play into his kit where he gets the extra 2 key and 2% HP regeneration per key sphere obtained, but, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about this Broly. I'm gonna need to see, like, does he just look not impressive unless we're fighting, like, the toughest bosses? I think that could be a huge thing, right? Like, it's like, once we're actually fighting, you know, Goku and Frieza or Bulma, it's like, you know, his kit will work out a little bit more effectively, but I do like the revive. Like, the revive being added to the team is going to be good. I think, so 23 million, so we got it right there. There we go. This turn, we actually got the 50% proc for him. We actually happened to get that. Alright, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this INT Broly. I do wonder if the team I'm probably going to want to run is double Tech Broly movie bosses, I think. I think that's what I would want to run. And then maybe just try and... I mean, hope that, like, LR Turles doesn't start out on the same rotation as INT LR Broly. Because, like, if that would happen, then, you know, we'd be able to pop that domain up right away and stuff like that. This Broly, we're going to make sure to give him a very long video. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not super sure on INT Broly right now. A lot of the way his kit is a little wonky with some of these villains. They certainly, I think, could have given him a lot more. I think what would have, made this a lot better, he should have just been a Rainbow Orb Changer. I could just say that off rip, right? Like, regardless of anything, you just add Rainbow Orb Change in him. I think that would make him a lot better. But let me know what you guys think of INT Legendary Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest Stellar Broly.